All right, good morning, boot campers. I'm coming at you from Colorado today for today's boot camp. So hopefully the altitude doesn't make me too out of breath as we go along. Anyways, for today's routine, we will need a set of hand weights. I would suggest anywhere from 3 to 5 pounds. We will also be using a tube. If you don't have a tube, that's fine. You could also use a resistance band or just rock out those weights the whole time. So have those off to the upper right-hand corner. You'll also probably want a mat, soft surface for some of our core work today. So other than that, we'll go ahead and get kicked off here in just a matter of moments and burn out that body, shall we? So let me go ahead and see where we're at. Okay, we are about 10 seconds out. So when we get a little closer, I'll give us that countdown here. All right, let's go ahead and push play in 5, 4, 3, 2. Kick that music off. And let's go ahead and stand it up and get warmed up. We're gonna start it off nice and wide. Take those toes out, knees tracking in that same direction. Start it off with a nice big plie. Big inhale up. Exhale, double bounce it here at the bottom. One more big inhale. Exhale, double bounce. Take it right to that tap. Bring those hands to those hips. Let's take that tap. It's tap, in tap, tap, and tap. Really finding that length through that leg, pointing through that toe, and starting to pivot those hips just slightly to the side. All right, ladies, my name's Nicole. I'm gonna rock out our 50-minute boot camp. Today, we are going to start off with that 2x4 style hit. Take that hit work right through our supersets, utilizing those weights in that tube today. All right, let's take that seat kick here in 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's take that seat kick. It's kick, and kick, kick, and kick. Really pulling those elbows back to activate that chest, drawing that heel all the way up into your seat to get into those quads and hamstrings as we keep it nice and wide here. 5 more seconds here. We'll hold it wide in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it wide right here. Take those feet, heel to them right directly underneath those hips. We're gonna take a slow windmill. So hinge it slightly forward. We're gonna take that left hand down by those toes. Take that left toe out to the side. Let's switch it out here. It's switch, and switch, switch, and switch. Taking that toe out nice and wide. Keeping that booty nice and low. Keeping that gaze up as we switch it out. So in today's class, really want you to focus on pushing hard through the entire class. Sometimes we kind of let up a little bit, but the whole point of boot camp is to really rev up that metabolism, create that calorie burn, and how we do that is keeping that energy high that whole time. So let that be your focus today. Let's hold it through the center in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it nice and low. Take those feet right to that squat. Let's squat it out. It's squat and stand, squat and stand, squat and stand, squat and stand. So get that booty nice and low. Make sure the weight is in your heel as your chest is staying nice and lifted. Starting to really get into those glutes as we take those squat downs. And find that nice big inhale as we take it up to that stand. Feeling that squeeze up. 5 more seconds here. We'll take that stand in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and take it up to that stand. You'll tilt those feet directly underneath your hips. Big inhale up here. Forward fold. Take it out into your plank. I want you to take that right foot, step it up right outside that right hand. Find a nice little spinal twist. Take that hand back, switch it out. Left foot comes up. Find that nice twist here. Take it back down, step it back. So keeping your nice low plank here that whole time, but then really feeling that nice spinal rotation as we switch it out and find that reach towards the sky. 10 more seconds here. We'll hold that plank in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We'll hold that plank in 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold that plank right here for 10, 9, 8. We'll drop to those knees in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and drop down to those knees. I'm gonna take this right into those donkey kicks. I'm gonna switch it sideways here. Make sure wrists are directly underneath those shoulders, knees underneath those hips. Take that right heel right into that seat. Let's find that kick right here. It's kick and lower, kick and lower, kick and lower, kick and lower. Taking it nice and slow, not necessarily wanting to burn it out, but warm up that right side here as we press that heel right up to that ceiling. Really focusing on drawing that core up, keeping that back nice and flat. 5 more seconds here. We'll hold it high and take that hold. In 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it high. Extend that right leg long. Reach that left arm. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8. Keep on reaching for 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop it down. Let's switch it out. So draw that left heel up to that seat. Let's take that kick. It's kick and lower, kick and lower, kick and lower, kick and lower. Starting to warm up that left booty cheek, sending that heel up towards the sky, keeping that gaze down with that mat. Back is nice and flat. 5 more seconds here. We'll hold it high. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it high. Extend that leg. Reach that arm. We reach it for 10, 9, 8. Keep it long right here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and drop it down. Take a nice little isometric hold. So we're going to take that right hand right to that left knee. Find a nice little push-pull contraction through that core for 10, 9, 8. Keep it tight right here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's switch it out. Left hand to that right knee. Find that push-pull contraction here for 10, 9, 8. Keep on pushing for 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and drop it down. Toes come nice and wide. Take a nice little down dog stretch. Big inhale. Go ahead and walk it up into that stand, and let's get started with that 2x4 style hit. I'm going to take a quick sip of water because the air here is so dry. And we'll go ahead and get into that hit work. So with 2x4 style hit, we start with 2 moves before we take that tap out. Each move only 30 seconds. Take that 2 times around. Switch those pairs out and then put all 4 moves together for 2 rounds at the end. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with those feet directly underneath those hips. We're going to take it right into that alternating low jack here. It's jack and zip, jack and zip. Taking it nice and wide, taking that reach right across towards that opposite ankle, getting that booty nice and low. Want to think about trying to keep that gaze fairly up, just so we're not taking it too much into that back. We're feeling it through those quads as we take it nice and low and find that reach out. All right, ladies, 5 more seconds here. We'll take that tiger crawl, hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it nice and low. Take it right into that tiger crawl. So you're dropping that seat right between those knees. Walk it all the way out to that plank. Take it all the way back in. Add a nice little frog hop here. Hop it up. Take it all the way out to that tiger crawl. Right back in. Little frog hop. Send it right back long. Make sure when we're coming into that tiger crawl, keeping that booty nice and low that whole time. So we don't want to see this as we're crawling it out. We want to drop it nice and low and send that body forward until those wrists come right underneath those shoulders. Awesome work, ladies. 5 more seconds here. We'll hold it high in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold it high. Take a quick tap out. And we're going to take that same set once more. So right back to that alternating low jack. We're going to start with those feet under those hips. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's take that jack. We jack and reach and zip. Jack and reach and zip. Jack and reach and zip. Take it nice and tall in between. Getting it nice and low as we reach it out towards that jack foot. Really keeping that seat low as we jack it out. Way to push it, ladies. 10 more seconds here. We'll hold it low. Meet me low in 10, 9, 8. We'll hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold this last one low. Let's take that crawl. Crawl it all the way out to that plank. Take it all the way back in. Find that hop. All the way out back out to that plank. Keeping it nice and low, just like a little tigress. Crawling it all out. Wrists come underneath those shoulders. Make sure we get that nice little powerful frog hop here at the top to blast out those quads. 5 more seconds here. We'll hold it high in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold it high. Take that tap out. All right, ladies. So now we're going to switch up those pairs. We're going to start out strong with that burpee in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. We jump, plank it, jump it, back and jump it. Yeah, send it back to that plank. I'm barely leaving myself enough room, but I want to see that those feet come all the way back. So we have that nice little plank. Finding that power here. Pretend you are trying to jump and touch that ceiling here. That's how we want to push it. 10 more seconds. We'll hold it low in 10, 9, 8. We'll hold it low. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it low. Hold that plank. Find that mountain climber. Driving those knees all the way in. So you're nearly touching your rib cage as you drive those knees in. For some reason, you don't want a mountain climber in, you could take a nice little plank jack here. That works as well. But make sure we're getting that heart rate nice and high. Way to work it, ladies. We're gonna run it up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and run it up. Take it into that tap out. So we're kind of just stepping out like you're shooting out of one of those low track positions. You know, you're powering up into that stand here at the end. All right, back to that burpee in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. We jump it, send it down, plank it, jump it high. Jumping all the way back. Yes, power it up here at the top. Find that nice strong exhale as you shoot up towards that ceiling. Make sure that booty's coming low. Right back into that plank. 10 more seconds here. We'll hold it low and find that mountain climber in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it low. Let's mountain climber. We drive and drive, drive and drive. Drive those knees up for me. Yeah, no mercy here. We're almost to that tap out. So dig deep. We're gonna run it up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and run it up. Take that tap out. All right, so here comes the fun part. We get to put all those moves together. So we get to start at the top with that low jack. So that means we don't get that tap out until we finish off with that mountain climber. 2 times around, 5 more minutes of work. Let's take that low jack in 5, 4, 3, 2 feet under those hips. Let's take that jack. We jack it wide and zip, jack it wide and zip, jack it wide and zip. Get that booty low, take that nice reach across that body as we jack that heart rate up. Yes, told you I'd be a little bit more winded today. That's all right, we keep on pushing. 10 more seconds here. We'll hold it low and take that crawl in 10, 9, 8. We'll hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it low. Drop that seat right between those knees. Let's take that crawl. Take it all the way out to that nice plank with that tiger, and then find that hop up here at the top. Walk it all the way out, all the way back in. Give me that hop. Finding a little power, engaging through those quads as you take that hop up. All right, ladies, let's hold it high in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that last one high. Walk those feet in, burpee time. Jump it up, send it to that plank. Jump it back high. Woo! Feeling that heart rate, that breath rate really increase here because we're taking it that longer round. But only about 10 more seconds. We're gonna hold it low, take it to that mountain climber. So meet me low in 10, 9, 8. We find that mountain climber here in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it low. Let's run those knees. We run it up, run it up. Driving those knees as quick as you can, keeping that nice low plank position. Sending that heart rate up nice and high. Let's run it up, take that tap out in 10, 9, 8. Let's run it up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and run it up. Take that tap out. And hallelujah, we're into that last round. So we get to do that whole round once more time before we take it to those supersets. All right, so back to that alternating low jack in 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's take that jack. We jack and zip, jack and zip, jack and zip, jack and zip. Zipping it right up nice and tall, sending those feet nice and wide as you reach that arm right across that body. Driving that heart rate back up, but knowing the end is almost near, so I want you keeping it at that push hard level all the way through that last round here. Let's hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that last one low, drop that booty right between those knees. Let's crawl it. Take it right to that plank. Walk it all the way back in. Give me that hop. All the way back out to that plank. Give me that hop. Finding that power. Keeping it nice and low for me in that crawl. Don't let that booty start sneaking up. We want to keep that core nice engaged as we walk it out nice and long. 10 more seconds. Here we'll hold it high in 10, 9, 8. Meet me high in 5, 4, 3, 2. Meet me high. Let's take that burpee. Jump it, send it down, plank it, jump it back high. Finding that power, knowing we have this move and one more, and my gosh, we are done and into those supersets. So keep on pushing hard. You got this. 10 more seconds. It's 10, 9, 8. Let's hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that last one low. Hold that plank. Let's run those knees up. Take that climber. We run it up, run it up, run it up. Climbing that mountain. You're not going to climb that mountain unless you put a lot of effort in. So imagine you are trying to drive those knees as quickly as possible. Finding that nice sharp exhale each and every time you run those knees. We're almost through, ladies. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8. Let's run it up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and run it up. Take a quick tap out and tap your weight to those weights. Zip in those knees as you grab those weights. We're going to start off with those supersets today. Supersets, as you know, consist of 3 moves. We're going to start off with those 2 strength moves, each for a minute. Take that right into that power move, which is intended to get that heart rate back up. And take that for 2 rounds before we switch it out and fly through all those 5 supersets. All right, my friends, so let's go ahead and take it into a front rack position with those weights, right to the shoulders, elbows nice and high. We are going to give ourselves enough room to take that right foot back behind us, and then exhale, push it and take a tap, keeping it on that right side that whole time. So curtsy it nice and low, taking that foot back behind that left leg. Exhale, find that press up in that tap. So at the top, those arms should come nice and long. That right toe is barely tapping to the side here as we find that curtsy. In that curtsy, make sure that those feet are staying hips are staying fairly square towards the front here, even as we curtsy. Take that nice tap out to the side. Only about 15 more seconds here. We're gonna hold it high into that lift in 10, 9, 8. Let's hold it high in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold it high. Take both feet back underneath the hips here. Option, you can take both weights into one hand here. We're gonna get into that bicep. Or if you want to, you can just drop one weight, send it to the side. Whatever you're comfortable with weight-wise for that bicep, that's what I'd suggest you use. We're gonna take that left arm all the way out to the side just so we get a nice little isometric hold going. Keep that right arm at 90 degrees. We're gonna take 3 pulses, meaning we're coming about halfway up. And then on that 4th one, we curl all the way to the shoulder. So with pulse, for 3, 2, 1, then curl. 3, 2, 1, then curl. 3, 2, 1, then curl. Getting that nice little pulse, that is gonna burn out that bicep pretty quick. Want to think about that slight contraction each and every time you're pulsing, and then that big squeeze as we bring that weight all the way up to the shoulder. And like I said, if you want a little more isometric burn, keep that left arm to the side. If it's too much, you can just bring it to that hip. But only about 15 more seconds here. We're gonna take it right into that power move. So keep on cranking those reps. 10 more seconds here, we'll hold it low in 10, 9, 8, meet me low in 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and hold it low. We're gonna take those feet underneath the hips, come back into our front rack position. We're gonna take a nice little press jack. So we're gonna take those feet nice and wide, take those arms overhead, pressing it out over the crown here. Arms are coming up nice and long. Those palms are facing in. Finding that nice press, but don't let those shoulders sneak up on you here. Keep that neck nice and relaxed. Take those feet up nice and wide. And if you need to, if you feel like you're getting that heart rate too high, you can always drop those weights, but really take that press jack here. Arms extending fully in line with those shoulders as we take those feet nice and wide. 10 more seconds here. We'll take that front rack here in 10, 9, 8, hold it center in 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep that front rack, keep those feet underneath the hips to start it. We'll take it right in that curtsy. So this time that left foot is going to travel back behind us. Exhale, press and tap here at the top. Send it nice and low in that curtsy. Exhale, press it nice and tall. Taking this at your own pace here. It's your workout, so if you want to speed it up and get that heart rate a little higher, go ahead and do that. But if you feel like you need to slow it down here, regain some of that breath, that's cool too. Slow it down to where it feels good to yourself. But there's only about 15 more seconds here. We're gonna hold it high, take it right back to that bicep curl. Keep on repping here, hold it high in 10, 9, 8. Let's hold it high in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that last one high, feet underneath those hips. Bring those weights to those shoulders, and then take those weights into that left hand. Again, that right arm can shoot off to the side for the isometric hold, or you can keep it at that hip. We're gonna keep that left hand in a 90-degree position, palm facing up. Let's pulse it right here. For 3, 2, 1, then find that curl. It's 3, 2, 1, then find that curl. 3, 2, 1, then find that curl. Really focusing on that mind-muscle connection, trying to burn out that bicep here. That's the name of the game. So adjust those weights how you see fit, but make sure you're challenging yourselves. Boot camp, we do want to kind of push those strength rounds a little harder by using heavier weights, because good news, more muscle burns more fat. So keep that in mind as we push it. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and hold that last one low. Take it right back into those press jacks. So feet underneath those hips, come to that front rack. Let's find that press jack. We press it up, press it up, press it up, pressing it up in line with those shoulders each and every time those feet come wide. So find that nice long line here. Get those feet nice and wide, because yes, we want that heart rate climbing back up in that power round, because that is what really fuels that metabolism hike as we push through these sets. So keep on cranking, get that heart rate nice and high. 10 more seconds here. We'll hold that front rack in 10, 9, 8, hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this last one low. We're gonna take this next set into a reverse lunge. So I'm gonna step it this way just so it's a little easier to see. Start with those feet directly underneath those hips. Weights facing in towards those thighs. We're gonna step it back and find a hammer curl. So send it all the way back, take the hammer curl, bring it to that stand. Switch it out to the opposite leg. So make sure we got 90 degrees going with those knees, and then we are taking it nice and tall through center, all the while we're curling it out. So yes, getting back into those biceps, working multiple muscle groups to really fuel that burn. Make sure we are keeping those knees and have really good posture here, focusing in on that form. Want to make sure that those knees are as close to 90 degrees as possible that whole time. That's where you are going to get into those muscles the way that they should be challenged and less strain on those knees. 10 more seconds here. We'll hold it tall in 10, 9, 8, meet me standing in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and stand that last one tall. We're going to take it into our squatting stance. So make sure that those feet are just outside those hips. Squat it nice and low. Keep the isometric hold here. We're going to take a slow punch with the pull here. So that right hand's going to come long, pull it all the way to that waistline. Then switch it out towards that left, pull it in. So punch, in, pull, punch, in, pull, punch, in, pull, punch, in, pull. So this is slow, so we want to think about not trying to just jab it out as hard as we can. Just feel that nice rotation in the top of the deltoid as we punch it long, but then really feel that pull with that elbow coming all the way behind that waistline as we drive it back. Keeping that nice low squat that whole time. Find that nice exhale each and every time we punch it nice and long. Feeling those obliques, even as we draw it in towards that waistline. Only about 15 more seconds here. We'll hold it low in 10, 9, 8, hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that last one in. I'm gonna pivot, facing that right side, arms come all the way long. Let's take that knee pull here. We pull it in, pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. Driving those weights all the way in towards that knee, finding that nice hinge position, getting that left leg back nice and far. It is going to burn out that right quad like crazy. That's what we're going for. Most of the weight should be in that right quad. Barely touching that toe back before you're drawing that knee back in. Pretend you're crushing something with those weights coming right into that knee. Have a little fun with it. 10 more seconds. Here we'll hold it low. 10, 9, 8, hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2. Step that last one up. And we are right in our reverse lunge position. So feet underneath those hips, palms facing in. We're taking it back to that reverse lunge right here. So we step it back, curl it take it to that stand. Step it back, curl, take it to that stand. Make sure when we're stepping it back, that we are stepping it back far enough so we get that nice posture with those knees. If we aren't stepping it back far enough, it's really hard to get that right front leg into 90 degrees. So if you come all the way back, notice you're gonna have a much better position with that front leg as we lunge it out and find that curl. Only about 15 more seconds here. We'll take it to that stand, back to that slow punch in 10, 9, 8, meet me standing, 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and meet me in that stand. Take into that squat position, toes facing forward, feet just outside those hips. Take it nice and low into that isometric squat here. As we find that punch and pull, we punch, then pull it in, punch, then pull it in, punch, and pull it in, punch, and pull it in. Keeping it nice and low, finding that strong punch, but taking it slowly so you feel that full rotation through the top of the shoulder. Also feeling that rotator cuff kind of get some engagement here as we find that punch and pull action. Switching it out between those arms, nice and slow, really thinking about driving that elbow all the way back behind that hip line here. So we keep it nice and low. 10 more seconds, hold it low in 10, 9, 8, hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and hold that last one low. Now we are going to pivot towards that left wall. Make sure that that right leg is all the way long. Arms come long, let's find that knee pull. Pull it in, pull it in. Yeah, drive that knee in for me. Feel that core engage each and every time we drive those weights in towards that body. Making sure we're getting that front quad burning, barely touching that back toe. And yes, guess what we're doing? Driving that heart rate, breath rate right back up to really rev it up. So keep on pushing, ladies. Only about 15 more seconds. And we are going to take it down to that mat with that tube in 10, 9, 8, hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and set those weights off to the side. We are done with those bad boys. And grab your tube if you have it. If not, you can actually switch it out to a lower weight or just ditch the weights entirely and take this same move. Can't quite see my feet, so maybe I'm gonna switch it this way. Yeah, that's a little better. So I have the tube around the arch of my feet here. So it's right in the center of my feet. Legs are nice and long. Have it halfway through so you have equal grip on those handles. We're gonna take this into a roll down. So big inhale here, roll that body all the way down. Palms are long, facing down towards those thighs. We're gonna roll it up and find a row back. Let it come all the way long, roll it down nice and slow. Roll it up, find that row back, send it back low. Big inhale, finding that nice exhale at that sticking point. Using those arms and that tube is a little bit of leverage to send yourself up nice and tall. So those shoulders should actually come in line with those hips. Keep those legs nice and long. If you feel like you actually need more resistance, the beauty of the tube, as you can loop it up here with those hands and get a little added resistance if you want it. So roll it down nice and slow for me. Feel that core fully engage as you come up and then row it back, really driving those elbows off to the side here at 90 degrees. Beautiful, ladies. 10 more seconds. Hold it high in 10, 9, 8. We'll hold it high in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold this last one high. Slightly widen the stance with your feet so that your heels are now into the mat. So those feet are not all the way down touching. Keep those toes up nice and high, but keep that tube right around the arch of your feet. Make sure those feet are slightly wide so they're just about in line with those shoulders. We're gonna take this into an alternating elbow pull. Palms should be facing in, so sit up nice and tall. Draw that left elbow back, come back through center. Draw it back on the right, come back through center. So finding a nice little twist through that torso. Keeping those legs nice and still that whole time. So there should not be rotation there. The rotation is all coming through that core, through that oblique, as we drive that elbow back right towards that carpet and come back through center. Again, you can enhance that resistance by looping it up a little higher. with those handles. But really feel that nice, great oblique engagement and contraction as we take it side to side. We work it. 10 more seconds here. We'll hold it high in 10, 9, 8, hold it center in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this last one high. Go ahead and come forward, set that 2 down. Come into your plank. And we're gonna come into a bear plank with a little skater step out. So we're gonna start it long with those toes back nice and far, keeping that nice long plank, wrist directly underneath those shoulders. Then we hop it into that bear plank, shoot that left toe off to the side, step it in, kick it back, jump it in, take that right off to the side. So we're alternating out that little tap out as those knees come in, jump it in, tap, return, jump it back, jump it in, tap, return, and jump it back. So keep that nice bear plank going. Holy moly, it is going to fire that core like crazy. So think about keeping that nice 90-degree angle through those knees and that back nice and flat the whole time. Think about hugging your core upward while we find that little jump in, really pushing that core through this entire move, taking that tap out nice and wide to the side, all the while we're keeping that back nice and flat. Awesome work, ladies. Only about 15 more seconds here. We'll hold it in that plank. Keep on repping here, 10 more seconds. It's 10, 9, 8, hold that plank in 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and drop down to those knees. And we're coming back to that 2. So again, legs are coming nice and long. 2 comes right across the arch here, through the center of the foot. Stamp those feet nice and long, just so it's keeping that 2 nice and engaged. Palms facing down, let those arms come all the way long, roll it down so that back comes all the way flat. And then roll it up nice and slow for 4, 3, 2, roll it back, then lower it back down, nice and slow. Come back up, nice and tall, find that row back. All the way back down, all the way back up. Feeling that nice row back here. Bringing those elbows off to the side here. So don't let it stay low. Think about driving those elbows back nice and far. Really feeling that squeeze back behind those shoulder blades as we find that row. Really maintaining that tightness and that 6-pack as we roll it down and roll it up. Using our breath that whole time. Only about 15 more seconds here. We'll hold it high in 10, 9, 8, let's hold it high in 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and hold that last one high. Again, we're gonna switch those feet so that those heels are digging into the mat here, toes nice and high. Take those palms in, take those handles in with those palms facing in. I'm gonna take those elbow draws here. We drop back, return, drop back, return, drop back, return, drop back, return. So keeping those legs nice and stable. Make sure those heels are staying dug into that mat and really find that twist off to the side. Driving that elbow back, finding that breath so we feel that oblique engage each and every time we twist. Great job, ladies. Only about 20 more seconds here, and then we're gonna take it right back into that bear plank with that step out. And then from there, we're already into those next supersets. So we're gonna work it, ladies. 10 more seconds here, we'll hold it high in 10, 9, 8, let's hold it high in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this last one high. Go ahead and take that tube off those heels. Come back forward into our plank. So set that tube in front of you. Wrists come underneath those shoulders. Step those legs back nice and long into that plank. Let's take that bear plank here. We hop it in, step, return, and plank. Hop it in, step, return, and plank. Shooting those legs back nice and long. I want you to think about keeping that core super tight, but also even engaging through those quads, pressing back through those heels to find that length while we're in that plank. Hop it in right to that bear plank. I don't know why they call it a bear plank. I've never seen a bear do this, but hop those knees in, step it out nice and wide, right back through center, send it back nice and long. Using that breath the whole way to really fuel these movements, keeping your core nice and tight. Way to work it, ladies. Only about 15 more seconds. We'll hold that plank in 10, 9, 8. Let's hold that plank in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and hold that plank. We're going to drop it down to those knees, and we're going to take our tube with us for this next superset. So we're going to take that tube, place it directly underneath the knees here. So it's about midway, so we have equal length in those handles. Take those palms forward, slight bend through those elbows to start. You can tuck those toes if you feel like you need a little bit more support, but I find that that makes the tube roll. So you might want to just keep the laces against that mat. Find that press up right here. It's press it up, return, press it up, return, press it up, return, press it up, return. Shoulder press right here. If you need to adjust that tube here, feel free to do it. You might need to take those knees a little closer together if you feel like there's too much resistance, or you can even take this on one side and just adjust that tube if you feel like it's a little too intense of a shoulder press. So you can take it on that right, and in that next superset, just switch it out to that left. So keep on working, ladies. Keep on pressing here. Keep that neck nice and relaxed. Find that exhale here at the top. 10 more seconds here. We'll hold it wide in 10, 9, 8, hold it wide in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this last one wide. We're gonna take it down to that kneel and get into that seat a little bit. So I'm gonna forearm box it with that tube. So take that tube, we're gonna take one handle, place it around that left foot as we get started. Make sure we have a nice line here all the way up to that left hand as we come into that forearm box position. And then that tube's gonna come across and we'll hold it with that right. We're gonna bring that knee up to a hydrant position so that that tube is just underneath that knee, and kick it back, return, kick it back, return, kick it back, return, kick it back, return. Kind of like a little bar move here, but finding that nice kick going that whole time, maintaining that hydrant position. So we're not dropping that knee down, that knee staying nice and wide, really burning out that booty as well as that hamstring as we send that foot all the way long, keeping that nice forearm box position. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, let's hold it in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this last one low. Bring that knee down to the mat. Go ahead and take that foot off of that handle. Keep it right here though. We're gonna take those wrists right underneath those shoulders. Take those feet out slightly wider here so that those feet are just wider than those knees, and take it to that donkey kick right here. Option, you can kick each foot in one at a time, or if you want, you can kick those heels up all the way to that seat. Really engage through that core. Arms are long that whole time. Kicking your own booty here. Lots of fun, I know. But that's why we come to boot camp, to kick our own butts, push ourselves, challenge ourselves. That's where the fun's at, am I right? Only about 20 more seconds here. In those donkey kicks, get those heels nice and high for me. Keep that core engaged. Only 15 more seconds here. We'll hold it low, take it back to the top in 10, 9, 8, let's hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this last one low. Come back to that kneel and come back to that tube. You know where we're going. We got a kneel on the center of that tube. Take those handles into each hand. Elbows that come out nice and wide, palms facing forward. Let's take that press right here. It's press, from lower, press, and lower, press, and lower, press, and lower. You're gonna take this at your own pace. If you need to adjust it to one arm, you can take less length on that left side, and then just find that press with that right arm here. Entirely up to you. Or get both those arms working at once. Just make sure, keeping those elbows right 90 degrees, palms facing forward, and we're not hunching up here. Just come up nice and high. Even if you can't get those wrists all the way over the line of the shoulder, that's okay. I'd rather see that than those shoulders hunching and you're trying to like really press it up there. So keep that neck nice and relaxed. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, we'll hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this last one low. Gently take those handles off your hand, and we are going to take that tube handle, place it on the right foot. So come into your tabletop position. Again, bring that right hand, so we're boxing it out underneath the shoulders here. We're gonna take that right knee up off to the side, let that tube come underneath the knee, then find that kick right here. We kick it back, return, kick it back, return, kick it back, return, kick it back, return. Keeping that heel flex, finding that full length, burning out that booty, here on that right side. Keep that core nice and hugged in all the while we're kicking. Yes, way to work it, ladies. Torching and toning out that booty. 10 more seconds, and we're gonna hold it low. Take it back to those donkey kicks in 10, 9, 8, let's hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that last one in, drop that knee back, take that handle off your foot, take that tube just in front of you, wrist come underneath those shoulders. Again, bring it to the ball, onto the foot on each side. Take those feet slightly wide. Let's take that donkey kick right here. We kick and lower, kick and lower. Taking this at your own pace, but really trying to get those heels up nice and high. Again, you can alternate out those heels if you feel like you need to do that. But challenge yourself too. You don't know something until you try it. Sometimes we're afraid to try things, but that's what's beautiful about certain things and super exhilarating is sometimes you don't think you can do something and then you try it and you're like, holy crap, I feel really good about myself. So give it a try, 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, we'll hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and take it up to that stand. Coming into that 5th and final superset before we find that blast out. So we're gonna need our tube once more. That tube is going to come under those feet. Those feet are directly underneath the hips. Those palms are facing back, having a nice equal grip on those handles. Start off with the vertical row. So we row both arms up, lower it down, and then just that right arm's gonna come up to that front raise, then lower. Then row it up, lower, take it on that left, lower down. So we're finding that nice vertical row, and then we're gonna take that alternating front raise in between here. Really drawing that tube all the way up to that armpit line. Elbows coming nice and wide, core's nice and tight. Slight micro bend to those knees. Beauty of that tube once more is you can change that resistance. Again, if you're not using that tube, you can just take those weights right up to those armpits, lower down, and then find that switch out with that front raise. So keep on working, ladies. Only about 20 more seconds, and we're gonna take it into our squat. So we'll meet it low in 10, 9, 8, we'll hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that last one low. Keep that tube underneath the feet, but walk those feet slightly wider. We're gonna change that grip. So squat it nice and low for me, bringing those knees just in line with those hips here, or just outside those hips. Bring those palms forward and those handles are coming to the shoulder. So we're squatting it nice and low, then squeeze it up to stand. Squat it low, squeeze it up to stand. If it's too hard with this tube, you can just lose the tube and take those weights to the shoulders. So get that squat nice and low, and then find that nice squeeze at the top. You should find full core engagement here at the top. Even a little tightness in those lower abdominals and that pelvic floor as we come to the top here. So really focus on connecting with those muscles. Take it nice and slow, really focus on that forearm as we rack up those squats and burn out those legs. Having that tube is definitely gonna add a little resistance here. So that squeeze at the top is gonna be a little more difficult, but breathe through it. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, we'll hold it high in 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze it up to that stand. Take your feet carefully so you don't snap yourself with that tube. Take that tube into both hands. You can adjust the resistance so we can have a nice little arm pull overhead. So feet are gonna start off underneath those hips. We're gonna take that right knee nice and wide and draw our tube to that side. Then we're gonna switch it out left. Once you get the feel, it's more of a high, wide knee hop here, but you're getting a little added resistance with our band overhead. Kind of hard to see because I don't have enough length here, but that arm is kind of pulling off to the side towards that knee that's coming wide. Also gonna feel some oblique engagement as we find that little hop. You don't wanna hop, but you don't have to, but we do wanna get that heart rate back up here. So keep on pushing, only about 15 more seconds. Take it back to that top in 10, 9, 8, hold it standing in 5, 4, 3, 2, back through center. Let that tube come along. Step right in the center of that tube. Again, palms facing down to start it. Start it with that row with that alternating raise. So we row it up, lower, raise, and lower. Row it up, lower, raise, and lower. Row it up, lower, raise, and lower. Adjusting that resistance if you want it, or maybe you just want to use those weights instead. That's perfectly fine. But really think about keeping that nice clean form, rocking out those rounds, keeping our core tight that whole time. We never lose our core in any movement. That's what protects our muscle groups as we rock it out. Only about 15 more seconds here. We're gonna take it into that squat. So hold it low in 10, 9, 8, we'll hold it low in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that last one low. Take those feet out slightly wider than those hips. Rotate those palms so that they're facing forward. Elbows come down here, squat it nice and low, and squeeze to stand it up nice and tall. Squat it low, squeeze to stand. Squat it low, squeeze to stand. You can take that squat a little wider if you want some added resistance. Entirely up to you. You can lose that tube if you need to, and just rock out those weights. But guess what? We only have 15 more seconds of these squats, and then we're into those high wide knee pulls, and then we are into our Tabata blast to finish it off. So keep on repping it out. 10 more seconds here, we'll hold it high in 10, 9, 8, let's hold it high in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this last one high. Keep those feet together. Gently take the tube off your feet here. Tube comes back to those hands. Loop it up so you have enough resistance. With that arm pull overhead, let's take that knee pull here. We pull, in pull, pull, in pull. Really getting some resistance through that tube. As those knees come up nice and high, hop it out for me, because yes, we want that heart rate to go back up. Climb back up. We only have about 30 more seconds, and we are into that Tabata blast. So keep on pushing, you guys got this. Use that nice strong energy all the way through that finish. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, stand it here in 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and stand it up. I'm gonna set that tube off to the side. We are going to finish our Tabata blast today with 2 moves. We're gonna start off with 30 seconds of star jumps. So we're gonna curl it in, sit it nice and wide for 30 seconds. Take that right into our inchworm with the push-up at the end of it. So when we come in that inchworm, make sure those wrists come outside those shoulders before we take that push-up. Or you can even take a tricep push-up if you prefer, keeping those wrists right underneath those shoulders. So let's go ahead and rock it out. We're gonna start off with those feet directly underneath those hips. Curl yourself in. Let's take that star jump. We jump in, return, jump, return, jump, return. Curling it in, finding that power. I want it high, I want it wide. I want you to push yourself. So keep on pushing. You only have about 15 more seconds. Then we're gonna hold it low, take it right into those inchworms. Keep on jumping for 10, 9, 8, hold it low for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this last one low. Big inhale up, forward fold, come into that inchworm. Again, you want that tricep push-up, keep those wrists right there. Otherwise, take those arms slightly wider before you take that push-up. All the way back up into that stand, all the way back long into that plank. Take that nice, strong push-up, use that breath. Think about keeping that core and body super tight. The tighter you make your body, the lighter you will feel each and every time you take that push-up. Only 5 more seconds here, we'll hold it high in 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it high. Let's take it back to those star jumps. We curl it in, jump it wide, curl it in, jump it wide, curl it in, jump it wide. Yes, just like a little superstar, we are pushing hard all the way to the end. So mind over matter, I know you're tired, but you're almost done and you've kicked ass. So keep that going. 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, hold it low, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it low. Big inhale, take it out to that inchworm. Give me that push up there at the bottom, all the way back up high. Big inhale here at the top. Take it nice and long. Find that push up, bring that body all the way down to that mat. Only 10 more seconds here. It's 10, 9, 8, we'll hold it high. 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo, we are finished, my friends. Now we just get to stretch it out. So let's go ahead and take it back to that plie. Toes come out nice and wide. Big inhale up. Exhale, double bounce it here. One more big inhale. Exhale, double bounce it. And then we are going to take those arms nice and wide. We're going to pivot towards the right. Swoop those hands down just outside that right foot. Stand it nice and long into our runner's lunge. Feel that nice hip flexor stretch here. On the left, big inhale, big exhale. Go ahead and push that booty up nice and high. Finding that length in that right leg, stretching out that hamstring. Maybe you want to draw those toes up. Keep that chest nice and elevated. We don't want to drop that head too low, just because our heart rate should still be elevated. Big inhale, big exhale. Go ahead, point that toe. Take it through center. Take a nice little stretch, just for one big breath. Big inhale, big exhale. And then rotate it to that opposite side. Drop those hands just outside that left foot. Send that right leg nice and long. Stretching it out on that right hip flexor here. Big inhale, big exhale. Pop that booty up to the sky. Again, keep that chest nice and even with that booty here. Keeping that lift, keeping that head above that heart line. Big inhale, big exhale. Maybe you want to take those toes up, get a little deeper into that hamstring for one more breath. Big inhale, big exhale. Spin it back through center. Let's take it to a groin stretch. So drop that booty all the way off to the right. Let that knee come forward. And then let's take it to the opposite side. Send that left seat to that left heel. Big inhale, left seat, well, whatever. Big inhale, big exhale. Take it all the way back up through center. Let's finish off with one more plie here. Big inhale, nice deep cleansing breath. Double bounce. One more big inhale, double bounce. On that last one, go ahead and draw those hands right to heart center. Elbows come nice and wide. Close those eyes and feel super proud of yourself for rocking out that boot camp there. I definitely felt the altitude. Hopefully you didn't notice too much, but had some fun, had some good sweat along with you. So hopefully you did the same. Have a great rest of the week and hope to catch you guys soon. Bye.